Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another indie game review by me, the Swedish Wargoat, in exile in Norway as always. 60 Parsecs is a casual survival adventure released on the 18th of September 2018, where you begin with picking one of a total of 6 characters as your space captain, and immediately after you will learn that your space station is about to explode and you have a total of 1 minute to get the f*** out of there. What and who will you grab before you make a dash for the emergency shuttle and begin your journey of survival into the unknown depths of space? It's all up to you to decide. The time is, as mentioned, limited, so you won't be able to get everything you need with you. Choices must be made. Will you grab a lighter instead of an extra can of food, or perhaps a sock puppet? It's all up to you to decide and then hope for the best. So, the first 60 seconds are frantic action against the clock and highly entertaining as you feel the pulse rise as the clock keeps on ticking. Miss the 60-second mark and the space station will blow up and you'll have to try again. Succeed and you will be transported to this screen, aka survival mode, inside the shuttle that contains the rest of the gameplay. Your two main goals once here are to find a planet for you and your crew to inhabit and just survive overall. So far so good, but the entertainment value starts to drop quickly from this point onwards. 1 day in this game is equal to 1 turn. Each day you got a log to read with a decision that must be made, which makes this part of the game become a choose your own adventure style type, which is an interesting premise. And you can, when it's unlocked, use simple crafting and expedition mechanics to obtain items that might help you keep alive and perhaps complete whatever objective game throws at you. But that's about all there is to it. The developer describes 60 Parsecs as a dark comedy sci-fi adventure set in the atomic space age, which had me hoping for some funny scripting that perhaps would make me smile a bit or perhaps even laugh, but that did not happen. The script is boring and sometimes tries to be funny, but fails miserably, all the time. On my first playthrough of 60 Parsecs, I was almost entertained and slightly curious about what the game had to offer for about 20 minutes or so, and then I started to feel kinda bored due to the repetitiveness of the tasks, but I was still engaged and aiming for survival. 20 minutes or so later, I had completed my first playthrough, survived, and well, felt nothing. Nothing more than this is a ripoff at its current price point, that is. If this would have been a dollar game, I would have accepted its simple repetitiveness, but this is $10, and for $10, this is just a shameful game. That is my opinion. The rest of the internet seems to enjoy the game as it has got a lot of positive reviews. I mean, I like the idea, I think it's great actually, but everything just feels so hollow as there's nothing to do or see during the playthrough. There are hardly no game mechanics here, and you don't really make any sort of emotional connection with any of the surviving characters, so you won't give a rat's ass about them when dying or whatever, as you just want to get to the end of the game. After my first successful attempt, I felt no need to do it all over again, but I did. It ended with a couple of failures and then another survived attempt. Each playthrough can go a different way depending on what items and crew members you bring with you, but the scenarios you encounter just keep on repeating, and repeating, and repeating, and repeating. A quick list of pros and cons would look like this. Pros! The style of the characters, etc. is quite okay. And the first frantic 60 seconds of the game and the feeling of anticipation of what's going to happen next on your first playthrough. Those are the pros, and what are the cons? Well, everything else. So the conclusion here is just shame, shame, shame. This game is a simple dealing with soup shortages in Space Simulator, and there's almost no variety, and I feel that this is a game for kids and not me, an adult grown male. The score ends up on 3 out of 10. Do not let this game fool you, cause it sucks and it's not worth paying for. Peace out.